All right, guys, we're gonna call this video when focusing on quality of food over quantity of food goes wrong. What you guys have to understand is quality matters. No doubt about it, quality does matter, but it's quantity, i.e. total calories, that matters most. And I am doing this video because, of course, I just had a consultation. I had somebody that just finished a month with me. We're starting his first session of his second month, and it's time to get body fat. Time to get measurements. Let's see if what we did last month worked, right? This guy's been training 2 days a week. He's been walking close to 8,000 steps a day. He's kicking ass. He's doing great. Feels like his body's changing. He's feeling healthier. He's feeling stronger. His cardio is getting better. He's recovering faster. There's good things happening all over the place. Let's check the stats, baby. I want to see that body fat. I want to see that lean muscle going up. I want to see that body fat going down. I want to see that scale weight moving in the right direction. Guess what? Everything went in the wrong direction. Every metric went in the wrong direction. Even his visceral fat went from 15 to 16. He gained 7 pounds on the scale. He actually did gain 1 or half a pound of muscle mass, but you know, I guess there's a silver lining here. But his body fat went up about 1%. I was expecting a 2 to 3% drop in body fat. I was expecting about a 5 to 6 pound. It's his first month. We've made some significant changes in his quantity of food. This guy was eating 20 plus times a day, snacking all day long. So I said, listen, don't worry about quality right now. Let's just get your 3 meals per day. Protein rich, vegetables, some carbs. Kept it simple. Didn't want to overwhelm the guy. Kept it super simple. Should have been a little bit more specific, because the dude is obsessed with carbohydrates. He's taking all bread out of his diet. As a matter of fact, he's taking all bread out of his house. I'm like, wow, okay, if you want to do that, that's fine, but I'd rather you eat bread than all those cheese, than all the cheese and nuts. Anyway, this guy is flabbergasted. I am too. I don't know what the heck's going on. Nothing's moving in the right direction. This guy's paying me a lot of money to help him, and there's no results other than some internal changes, which is good too, but we got to find out what's going on. So I put my Sherlock Holmes hat on. I'm diving in, asking questions, because I know it's not my fault. We got to figure out what this guy's doing outside of the gym, because you guys all know that's what matters most, right? Yeah. Outside the gym matters a lot more than what happens on the inside. So we got to find out where this guy is screwing things up. So I dive a little deep, and what do I find? An excess of nuts. Now, what are nuts? Nuts are primarily fat. How many calories does 1 gram of fat have? 9 calories per gram. Okay? How many calories does 1 gram of carbohydrate have? 4. Like I said, I'd rather this guy continue eating the bread than to substitute the bread for nuts. And that's just what he did. He said, you know what? I'm taking the bread out of my diet. Carbs are bad for me, and I know nuts are healthy. So he started eating nuts all day long. Handfuls of nuts. Let's talk about almonds for a second. So about 15 almonds is 100 calories. You know how easy it is to knock down 15 almonds? Who eats 15 almonds? Nobody. 20 almonds is 163 calories. Guys, you can quickly go into a calorie surplus consuming too many nuts. Guess what else this guy's eating? A lot of cheese. As a matter of fact, he went from yellow cheese to white cheese. Like that matters that much. He's eating too much fat. Guess what else I found? Avocados. Yes, avocados are healthy, but they're fat dominant. They're super calorie dense. So we got a problem. We're eating too much fat coming from nuts, too much fat coming from cheese, and too much fat coming from avocados. So we've got to dial down what macronutrient? Fat. He said he's still hungry, which is why he's eating the nuts. So what's missing? What's probably the reason why he's still hungry? He's not eating enough protein. So we figured that out too. So we're going to up his protein. That'll make him more satiated and more full. He's less likely to be hungry. He's less likely to reach for the nuts. But we need to get the nuts out of the house. You guys need to pull the right foods out of the house. Yes, donuts. Yes, out of sight, out of mind. Donuts out. You're less likely to eat them if they're out of the house. Ice cream out. You're less likely to eat ice cream if it's in the house. Same thing goes for easy, really easy things that like nuts, but they're so hard to measure and calculate unless you're really diligent, unless you really know what you're doing. There's a lack of education here. I'm glad this happened. He's glad it happened. There's a silver lining in the story. We laughed about it. Next month's going to be different. I'll give you an update on his next body fat test next month. But this is a lesson to all you guys. Just because it's heart healthy or just because the quality is good, it doesn't mean it couldn't be too many calories to ruin your fat loss journey. Quality is important. Quality matters, but it's quantity that matters most. See you on the next one.